All right, I'm going to go ahead and go to our next slide, which is step 2, launching the website to users. And I don't want those attendees of clubs that already have live websites to think that you've only got one shot at this. I think even on a periodic basis, you want to relaunch the website to your members. You want to again make them aware and make that push that hey, this service is available. The first few are some things that are very typical. They're the types of communications we'd make no matter what we're trying to let a member know, whether it's the new holiday season format to again something like the website online. You can write a press release and actually have that release available online. You can publish an article about the website in your newsletter. You want to build incoming links from other websites. So if your club is affiliated with a homeowners association or maybe a local golf group or even your reciprocal clubs, by providing your website to those other venues, you're actually providing access to your website from different locations online. That fourth item, print marketing, often gets skipped over. I mean, we consider the website online, everything electronic, but the truth is, our clubs are still very paper-centric. We're still posting posters and table tents for next week's wine dinner, the Halloween carnival at the end of the month, and so on. Why not create a poster, a table tent, etc., that talks about the website, what services are available, how to log in, and so on. Having that information there, again, if I'm sitting there having my cocktail waiting for my dinner, I'm there looking at that table tent and thinking, oh, wow, I can register for events online. Looking at that information, I'm going to try to log in tonight and get set up for the New Year's Eve event, etc. Potentially, whenever you're doing posters or flyers for any event, always make sure at the bottom you've got more information online at www. Put your website everywhere. Anywhere you're going to put a phone number for the club, you want to also put your website address. It's such a simple thing that we often forget when we're creating those types of print marketing pieces. The next piece is a piece where, again, I think an email or a text message announcement typically goes out from at least our ClubSoft customers when we first launch or go live with the website. But we really want to try to do this quarterly or semi-annually. Have you gone to our website today? Remember, you can update your profile, pay your bill online, etc. Those email and text messages take a few moments to send out, and the value behind them is just so great. So using the ClubSoft marketing tool to send out those emails, those text messages is a wonderful feature. And keep in mind, because we have the ability to insert data into those emails, into those text messages, I'm not just saying, dear member, please log into our website. I'm saying, dear first name, last name, we'd love for you to visit our website. We noticed you haven't logged in yet. Your username is blank. Your password is blank. So providing those types of details in the email makes it a more valuable communication. You're not just saying, here's a website. You're saying, here's our website. We know you haven't logged in. Here's what you need to do so. The last two sort of items on this list are ideas that really have come from other customers, other clubs in the industry. We had one club in North Carolina. I really thought it was a brilliant idea. They printed out some generic business cards, and basically they were a very family-centric club. Well, they are a very family-centric club, and they take pictures of every event. Swim team meet, family picnic, Halloween carnival, you name it. And so at all of these events, even their member guest tournaments and so on, they had these simple business cards printed. They actually just bought some little Avery cards, printed them on the printer at the club, and it said, thanks so much for attending our event. Photos will be posted shortly at www.suchandabccountryclub.com. We hope you'll log in to view photos and information on the website. For login help, go to this. For questions, contact so-and-so. It's just a small business card, just something they could hand out. And at all of their events, they had these cards, whether it was guests or members, they would hand them out. And you would not believe the photo gallery, the hits and the page views of their photo gallery were astronomically higher than any other club and really any other area of their website. And I think the reason why is because they'd, taken the time to hand out these cards. Just a really simple thing you can do to again, sort of add a little extra oomph to each event. So consider the next time you're doing a golf tournament, a member wine dinner, anything like that, even maybe a future event. So at your Thanksgiving buffet, you might want to consider handing out business cards saying the New Year's Eve gala is now available for online registration. Register online at www.etc. But having those business cards, such an easy thing for us to print. We can create them in Word, Publisher, similar programs, print the cards out ourselves just on a regular sort of inkjet printer, and then have those to hand out. The last item on this list is the ability to hold a contest or sweepstakes. I once worked with a club in Reading, Pennsylvania, of all places, and they started out, this is something they used to do in their printed newsletter, they would hide a member's number somewhere in the newsletter, somewhere in an article, bottom corner of a page, below a picture. It would say, number 1234. And if the member saw their member number and called the club, they would get some type of prize, whether it was a box of golf balls or 5% off in the in the pro shop or a free dessert in the dining room, something very small, very simple. They actually decided to stop printing their newsletter and doing all of their communications through the web. Again, it's certainly something you could do on the web as well, and they decided to keep that same contest. So every month, they would go in, and somewhere in the website they would put a member number. Could it be at the bottom of the map and directions page? It could be in a news article about the new tennis pro. It could be anywhere on the website. And on the first of the month, you wouldn't believe everybody at the club logged in to try to find their member number and get that prize, basically. So a really simple thing. All somebody had to do was edit a page, insert a number, and sure enough, it was just dramatic, the number of hits that they would get on that particular day. Additionally, you can do sweepstakes, again, asking people to register online, and then say, we're going to do a drawing of all the people who register online for events, and the winner will receive such and such prize. Or we're going to take a poll of everybody who logs into the website the first week or the first week of this month, and we're going to hold a prize and a drawing, and a person will receive such and such. So having that ability to just do simple contests or sweepstakes will help drive traffic. And it's a very sort of low maintenance task for an administrator to do. You can choose to do that weekly, monthly, quarterly. It doesn't have to be something that you do often, but it may be something you want to consider as just a trial event to to again see how your membership responds. Before I leave this step 2 in terms of launching the website to users, any questions on any of these points that we've discussed? Okay. All right, let me go ahead and go to our third step, which is really giving users a reason to return. The first item is really the most obvious. We want to keep the content fresh with, I would say, weekly or biweekly updates. There's nothing more off-putting for a member to log into a website and see information about the 4th of July tournament. It's October. We really need to have things that are contemporary for the day. There are a lot of ways that the system can help us keep that content fresh by making use of the widgets. The event widget will automatically show current and future events. The polling will immediately just show current and future polls. Same thing for the photo galleries. As you add pictures, it's going to automatically update those pages. So there's a lot of ways that the system can help you keep content fresh. That said, information like your contact list, your member homepage where you may post announcements about upcoming events, you want to make sure that that information is always accurate. At the least, I've tried to log into websites on a monthly basis and make sure as of November 1 we're not noting anything about the month of October. So it's okay if you get a week or so behind, but for the most part you want to make sure that content's up to date and accurate. We don't want contacts listed on your website that are no longer at the club. we want to make sure that that information has value. The second item, again, making the website interactive, videos, polls, online event registration, gives members a reason to come back to the website, not only for information for the club, but also to actually do things. Again, pay a bill, register for that New Year's Eve gala, and so on. The third item that's really come into play, particularly with this new version, is using custom forms to collect data. We're doing a lot of online forms like swim team sign up, Thanksgiving pie orders, suggestion box type of forms. So providing a venue for members to reach out to you to request information or to order items at the club, has a lot of value because it's again, it's that 24/7 access to reach out to the club and communicate. The next item I have is, again, we've had a lot of clubs elect to sort of discount an online service. For an example, it may cost me $20 to register for the wine dinner next week, but if I register online myself, it's only $19. Likewise, if someone pays their bill online, perhaps we give them a $5 credit on their bill. It's really up to you how you want to arrange those discount incentives, but they are options that can really help drive traffic, have users go to the website for these types of tasks instead of taxing and weighing down time at your front desk. Additionally, we could offer them a discount for posting their photo on their profile, updating their profile information. All of those items are available. The last tag on this particular step 3 is tracking usage so that we can use the data to help that website, help your website evolve. If you've had the opportunity to participate in our Google Analytics training, we do have a very robust interface with that tool set. So you can see how are visitors getting to our website, how much time are they spending there, what are the most popular web pages that people are visiting. You can track that for any date range, view trends, translate that into benchmarking against other sites. And you want to make sure to take the temperature, I'd say at least on a quarterly basis for your site, to look at, again, if everyone's going to the golf handicap page, maybe we need to make that page a little more prominent. Or perhaps we need to make adjacent pages that we want people to visit and to go to more prominent, with it. So all of those options are available. In terms of giving users a reason to return, obviously this does involve work on the part of the club administrator, the website administrator. My usual take is if you can spend 30 minutes a week on the website, if you can set aside that time on Thursday morning when you're getting your coffee, that is the best way to ensure that content is fresh, that you've taken sort of a moment at least on a weekly basis to make sure everything's up to date, and that you've done something that week that's new for the website that gives users a reason to return.